Wow, I'm just in the door and I've just hit live, not expecting it to work, and I think it is. Let's check. Yep, I think I'm good. Hold on. Yep, I'm good. Hello everybody. Happy Friday. Now, you'll maybe be out and about. All this good weather we're having sometimes makes you thirsty. So you might be in the pub. You'll see this tomorrow. And if you are, that's okay. So you may be on your holidays, or maybe you're not going away at all. Whatever you're up to though, I hope you're good. Dogs are going mental there. So you would have got an email from me. Sorry, I'm going to close these blinds. 2 seconds. Dogs are going nuts. There's obviously a dog passing. Brilliant guard dogs. The best. So, yeah, I can see you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I'm live because we've got such an exciting weekend. So first things first, we have a sauna session. I think there's a place left, one more place left for Sunday, and it's a sunrise session at 5 AM down at Moneyfeith. And I don't know if you've been down to Moneyfeith recently for the sunrises, they're amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that on Sunday. And 7 AM on Sunday, I'm going to launch something incredible. I'm going to show you something after this. When we've done this live, I'm going to post something up on my page, but something amazing, really, really amazing is coming. And I'm going to share the details with you on Sunday at 7 AM. You're thinking, what? Just watch after this live, something that'll go on my page. And on Sunday at 7, if I was you, and you're in the local area, or you can travel to get here, then you need to get your eyes on it. So that's that. And then on Monday, we kick off a brand new, never been ever done by me, and certainly anything that I've heard about. Is called the Reset. Now, see with these new programs that I bring in, finding the words to describe them sometimes the hardest bit. But if I could ask you something, it would be, when was the last time you genuinely felt calm? Not distracted, not scrolling, not surviving, not pretending that you're okay, but really calm. Because I think so many of us have become so used to living in a state of stress that we now mistake it for normal. We do. We wake up tired, our minds never stop, and we're anxious, emotional, exhausted, and you can't switch off. And I've often said that I've known a lot of, well, not a lot, but maybe a few really, when I say bad, nothing bad about it other than it's an affliction. Constant overthinking could be detrimental to you, but some people just cannot switch off. So it's constantly going, and you just cannot get out of your head. You know that you should slow down, but you don't know how to. And to try and do that by yourself is probably, if you're stuck in that mode, quite impossible. And here's the thing. I don't believe that most people need another diet. And I don't believe that people need another workout program. I don't. Like I said on my post and in my email, I'm in the gym less now than I ever have been. And I'm healthier, I feel like I look healthier, I feel healthier, I just feel better in myself. And used to think it was constant output, always working out, always in the gym, always doing. I felt like you were never really doing enough. I know some women, before they started training with me, were in the gym twice a day, some of them 3 times a day. And you've got a family, so the constant need to be doing more. So not a diet, not a workout. And I think what you need is a complete nervous system reset. You need to get yourself to a place where your nervous system is calm enough that you feel safe in your own body, safe to be here, now, still, present, now, right now. Because when your body feels safe, well, think about the last time your body felt safe. When was that? Everything changes when your body feels safe. Your sleep changes, your hormones change. Now, if you're in a state of hormonal flux right now, and I am too, I've just been to the doctors recently to get my bloods retested because my estrogen's all over the shop. And unfortunately that is my age because my nervous system is calmer than it's ever been. Your digestion changes though. Hormones, sleep, digestion. You don't crave actually because you're less tired. If your nervous system is regulated, you're less tired and therefore you don't crave all of the crap food that you eat when you're run down, tired, and you got that whole fog thing that you can't seem to shake off. Your relationships change, and also your patience and your levels of understanding. You can see things from somebody else's point of view rather than just your own when your nervous system is regulated. And over the last couple of years, certainly the last year, definitely, something has completely shifted in me. Now, if you know me, you'll know that, you feel it. If you've worked with me, you could see it. There is no hiding it. I'm 47, soon to be 48. And it's not because, like I said to you before, it's not because I'm working harder or training harder. In fact, I do train less than I ever have. I'm calmer than I've ever been. Literally calmer as a human being. If you stand next to me, it's probably like a different person. You knew me 10 years ago, I didn't feel like this. And outwardly, I wouldn't have felt like this to you either. I'm happier than I've ever been in myself. I feel safer in my own body than I've ever felt. And I realised that the biggest transformation I've ever experienced had nothing to do with calories, macros, cardio, weights, anything training. It happened because I finally started to regulate my nervous system. And that's exactly why I've created the reset, because I know that it's needed. It's not another workout you need, and it's not another meal plan, but you've probably got yourself convinced that it is. It's not. It's nervous system regulation, and that comes in many forms. And so I thought, how am I going to put this together? And it's not another challenge, and it's not another program where I'm asking you to push harder. This is 28 days designed to help you finally put everything down. 20 live guided sessions. Every single session I'm guiding you live. 20 opportunities for you to stop surviving and start healing. Now I know that it's healing because it's healing me. I've not read any textbooks on this. I've not watched a million gazillion YouTubes. This is experiential. This is me going through this myself. And that's what I tend to do. I tend to go through things myself and then I share them. And that's where real learning is. And that's why I get such a connection with my clients, because they know it's not just a superficial course she's done or a superficial, she's not just read a book, she's actually lived this. And then because I don't want to be rushing through it, and I don't want you to be rushing through my sessions and thinking, oh, it's only 28 days, I'm going to give you another 2 months beyond that. When the 28 days have finished, I'm going to give you another 2 months so as that afterwards you can revisit any session, integrate every lesson and practice every single tool and allow real change to happen. So you'll have access to all of it for another 2 months beyond the actual live delivery. That's massive. because transformation does not happen from information. It can only happen through that integration, that phase. It's like when you do a course. The course is great, it's brilliant, you're buzzing, you're amped up to think, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then after it, that's when we really see who's going to take the learnings and the teachings beyond that, once you've integrated into your normal life again and it sticks and you use it. Most people don't. Pay fortunes for courses, go away on all the stuff, work with all the people, come back into their normal lives. So there's a number of different modalities that I'm going to use to take you through this 28 days and these 20 live sessions, and they're going to be absolutely outstanding. If you've done Feel, Look, Be, you have not seen anything yet. Feel, Look, Be is about output. This, the reset, is about input. And that's where we're at. That's what the world needs. That's why I'm opening Como, actually. That's the reason. Went for a walk last night, bumped into 2 people that I knew, and I recited the same thing to them. And people, once you start talking about it, they realise that that's probably what I need. But you don't really know what you don't know yet, which is why I'm doing this live. I don't want you to, anybody that's worked with me, anybody that's done Feel, Look, Be, you need to get on this. This is what you need. So somatic breathwork, you'll know that I went to Bali to do a course in somatic breathwork, which, listen, I always say to people, you've got to be ready, because ultimately you've got to be self-motivated enough to get there, to be there, to feel it, to do it, and to get involved. I was not ready to go to Bali. If it wasn't for Ocean, I would not have went to Bali. Wouldn't have went. I said, yeah, I'm going to go. And then I was like, absolutely no, I can't. I just can't. I feel X, Y, and Z. And speaking to Ocean, she's like, Shelley, you need to do this at this time. You need to do this. And I let it sit with us because I think a lot of her. And then I got home and I was like, right, I'm doing it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready in here. I wasn't ready in here. Spiritually, I didn't feel ready. I was a bit all over the place, to be honest. But it's one of the most powerful things I have ever done because I wasn't ready. And it's one of the most powerful things I've ever done when I realised, actually, I'm more than ready. This isn't just breathing. This is one of the most profound healing modalities available to you. Your body stores stress. Now, we've been through a lot, me and you. Your body stores it. It stores grief, it stores fear and trauma, and sometimes things you don't even realise you're carrying. Somatic breathwork helps your nervous system begin releasing what your mind has been trying to manage for years. Those stress cycles and those stress loops, we don't ever finish them, we don't complete them. We interject, we store them, we keep them, we'll regulate ourselves so we can, try and cope. But all of that stress gets so stored up in your body that a lot of the time it can make you overweight, it can make you ill, it can make you mentally ill. It could cause anxiety, depression, mood swings. It could give you really sore joints, arthritic joints, any itis, because obviously the brain and the gut constantly speak, and if your gut health isn't what it should be because of, it could be stress, but also how you're living. It all feeds into each other. You're not sleeping well, you're eating crap, you're feeling like crap, you're probably looking like crap, and so your body, it tells. All the stuff stored up in your mind comes out in your body. It might be in your skin, you might be irritated, you maybe got asthma, rosacea, skin irritations, hives, you're scratching the whole time. That could be stress, and it's probably stress. You could trigger an autoimmune condition. So lots and lots of things can happen as a result of carrying this stress. Well, somatic breathwork is absolutely incredible to help you close the stress cycle and actually deal with some of that stuff you've been carrying all these years. So, people often experience emotional stress. No, where am I going with this? Probably release is the word. When you do somatic breath work, you'll experience emotional release. That's what you'll experience. Mental clarity. Deep, huge feelings of gratitude that just infiltrate every cell you've got. Deep peace. Healing. Better sleep. The feeling of being full up on your own self, just being. And not needing any of the shiny stuff and this constant scrolling, this constantness. Less anxiety, more confidence, a feeling of coming back home to yourself. And it's not magic either. It's just biology. It's giving your body permission, or giving yourself permission to get out of your head and back into your body and do what you're designed to do, which is heal. So that's somatic breath work, and it's incredible. Oh my God. And if you love the sound of that, well, you're going to be absolutely spoilt rotten. Every single session, remember, is guided. That's so powerful. And when you know me, you know I put my heart and soul into things, you're just going to be blown away. What about guided meditation? We've all tried to meditate, probably all of us. Some people can, some people can't, some people go through the... Meditation could look like anything. Meditation could look like listening to something, watching it. Meditation is different for everybody, but I'm going to practice with you guided meditation. Not the kind where you're expected to empty your mind. You know, sometimes you think, well, I can't meditate because I just can't empty my mind. Because that's impossible for most people. It's not realistic, is it? This is about learning how to create space between you and your thoughts. Instead of your mind controlling you, you begin observing it. And that changes everything. When you could be the observer of what's actually going on, like you're looking into your own life, wow, you become less reactive. You become so much more present, more peaceful, more intentional. And that's guided meditation. And I'm going to guide you every single session. Guided journaling. I know many of you have tried journaling. Some of you still do, and you love it, and it's amazing. But when you're guided, when we were on the beach in Marbella, I took us to this session, and you would have seen it if you follow me on my social media, and it was on the beach. Had to be there for 7:15, and as the sun came up, we were doing a session which involved journaling, and it was guided journaling as well. And it's so powerful. I journaled on and off for years. And when it's guided, it's a different ballgame. It's so powerful. Sometimes your journaling could look like to-do lists or wish lists. But when you're guided, it becomes much more intentional. It holds more value, it holds more weight, or it seems to. Guided journaling. Because so many people have thoughts constantly spinning around in their heads, and you're maybe one of those people. But they've never actually showed yourself, slowed down enough to show you, to be the observer, to actually hear yourself. Hear you. The right questions unlock answers you didn't even know were waiting for you. Sometimes one sentence changes everything. It can change the entire life, the trajectory that you're on, the whole thing. Guided journaling, so powerful. And next, something that I've become quite known for is mindset work. guided mindset work. And I often say to people say, oh, you're the fitness person. And I say, well, no, not really. My stuff has been more mindset than it's been anything over the last sort of 3 years. So we'll work on mindset like never before, because we've got all these different modalities now. Not toxic positivity either. And not pretending everything's okay. Real mindset. Real mindset for real people. I love that. I love a real talker. Understanding why you think the way you do think, why you might keep sabotaging or self-sabotaging, and it's a pattern, how to break the patterns, why you keep repeating the same pattern. Listen, I've been there. Oh my God, I've been there. Repeating the same fucking pattern. And you go, why? Why did I do that again? What the fuck? There's a reason for it. And then giving you the practical tools to create new ones, to create new patterns. Because awareness is everything. Awareness creates choice. When you become aware, a whole world of options then opens to you. And choices create change. And already, I'm sure this is ticking so many of your boxes. But also, I know some of you are wired for the workout, some of you are wired for the meal plans, and you've got yourself locked into that. And you might think you don't even need this. You need this before you need that. Or else you'll still be stuck on the same patterns, the same loops, the same habits, the same cycles, the same rituals, the same. This is the real work. This is not the superficial biceps popping and bum lifted and abs. This is not superficial, this is deep. And this will last. Beyond anything else we have ever done, this will last. And integration, so guided integration sessions. This is the part that so many programs miss and so many people miss. The integration part. I keep going back to Bali because that's been the most recent for me, but I never actually felt the impact of Bali until I got back. You're in your real life, your real world, doing your real stuff. Shit. Now that I've been there and experienced that, wow, this changes everything. Most courses that you've maybe done overlook. No. Yeah, you just probably feel overloaded with information when you're actually doing the course. And you might overlook the impact of them until you're home. You'll do them and then they'll leave you to work alone on them when you get home. Not this. Not this. I'm going to be right by your side working with you. That's why you'll have another 2 months beyond the 28 days to fully integrate and revisit every single session as many times as you like. To practice, to reflect, to repeat. Some things you need to think about a little bit more. Some things you want to do that again because that's where I am at in my life. To allow these new tools and habits to become your new normal. Because I don't want you just feeling amazing within 28 days. I want you to actually become somebody different, somebody that needs nervous system regulation. It's going to change you, and it's going to change you for the better. It can't not. It's impossible for it not to. Imagine waking up and your shoulders don't feel heavy anymore. Imagine waking up and you don't feel tired and anxious and depleted. You've been so used to waking up where your energy's zapped and you've got that dread, maybe in your head, maybe in your gut, maybe a combination. Imagine not lying awake at 2 a.m. with your brain refusing to switch off and leave you alone for a wee while. Imagine not snapping at people that you love because you're emotionally on your knees. Imagine walking into a room and just feeling grounded and at peace. Imagine that. Well, you don't need to imagine much longer because it's happening. I'm saying these statements and these little, how I'm really and what the reset's going to be, but these are words. Some things are designed to be felt, not explained away. But for the sake of you missing this opportunity, I'm trying to explain it away. But these are just words. You need to be in this, you need to feel it, it's an immersive experience. You'll feel peaceful, present, grounded, safe, maybe even for the very first time. For a lot of people, probably for the first time. Dead exciting. Okay, who have we got? Can I see anybody? No, I can't. So listen, see if you've been feeling overwhelmed. Get on it. See if you've been carrying everybody else. Get on it. This is about you. It's putting time back into you. If you've forgotten what calm feels like, get on this. This programme was absolutely, it's been built for you. You've probably been choosing those things for a long, long time, and it's going to need somebody like me to help you break that, realise it, and start to become aware of it, to create change. I'll help you. So we'll start on Monday, 20 live sessions over a 20-day period, live on Monday. You get another 2 months when the programme's finished. So after the 28 days, you've got another 2 whole months to continue to revisit, to do whatever you need to do. Every single session can be replayed at a time that suits you. If you're travelling, ideal. You've got ages. If the kids are off school, this programme's ideal for anybody. You don't have to be sat at a computer. You can be on your sun lounger. You could be on your walk. You could be anywhere in the world. You don't need to do anything. You just need to be. This isn't about escaping your life, by the way. It's about becoming the version of you who can actually enjoy it. And if you're ready and if you're not ready, just like I wasn't, I'd absolutely love to guide you through this. So all you need to do, I've added the link to, I think Mary's going to post it to the chat as well. So the link is somewhere in the chat. You'll get it for a one-off payment of 149 quid. Buttons for what you're going to get, and I'm sure you'll agree. You're not getting a breathwork session for any less than, I don't know, a good breathwork teacher. I don't know, 60, 70, 80 quid. Look at everything that you're getting. 20 sessions. Huge, huge, huge value. Why? Because I want you to benefit. I want you to get on it. I don't want you to overlook it. I want you there because I want to help you. I'm making this my life's work. I'm compelled to open a place for this, which is Como, because of everything that I feel. You're going to absolutely be blown away by this. So, let's reset your nervous system. And let's see who you become when you get out your head and back into your body and you finally remember what peace feels like. Self-peace. Not the externals, you. Incredible, amazing. Can't actually wait to deliver this, do you know that? Can't wait. So, I honestly, last bit, I genuinely believe this is the most important programme that I've ever created, and I've done hundreds of programmes. Not because it teaches you to lose weight, but because it teaches you how to find yourself again. And I think probably you've lost who you are. And once you find that again, everything else becomes possible. Everything. It's going to be a beautiful experience. And I'm going to be vulnerable. Can you imagine? Did you ever imagine me with a sound bowl? Did you ever imagine me to be guiding you through a breathwork session? Not just sticking something on and letting you listen to it, me guiding you through it. Did you ever imagine that? Probably not. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, listen, the link is there. Go and get yourself booked on. You deserve that. Treat yourself. And watch out Sunday at 7 a.m. I'll share something on the page in the next 15 minutes. And I'll tell you a little bit about what's coming on Sunday. So if you're coming to the sauna, I'll see you Sunday at 5 a.m. or 4:45. And look out at 7 a.m. for what's coming, okay? Right, lots of love, everybody. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday. And I'll catch up with you very soon. I'll probably see you on Sunday. Okay, see you soon. Can see any of you? Oh, can't, sorry, yeah. Dee, hiya, Nicola, Leslie, Fiona, Tracy. So looking forward to this. I've felt a shift only after one breathwork session. So can't wait to feel what the reset will bring for me next. Fantastic. Me either. Hiya, Dawn. All the Tracys. Hiya, Ruth. Our Mary. Leslie's. Loads of you. Karen, hiya. Hiya, Nicola, all the way from LA. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, that's it, ladies. I'm sure lots of people will watch over the coming days, and we'll see you on Monday. Okay, take it easy. See yous after.